The All Blacks XV squad for the November Internationals has just been announced. Jamie Joseph putting together what looks like a pretty promising side for the upcoming matches that are taking place, and we'll be looking through it in this video, and also a couple of the guys who missed out on selection here as well. But jumping straight into it, for the hookers, there are the three for this All Blacks XV side. Brodie McAllister, who was in the All Blacks squad initially for this year and then has been dropped now to the All Blacks XV. Now George Bell has taken his spot in the main All Blacks squad, but of course if there's any sort of injuries, that's when we can see these XV players going into the main side. But alongside McAllister, it is Jack Taylor and then also Bradley Slater, a man who's been pretty consistent throughout the last couple of years and gets himself the chance for the All Blacks XV. In the props, it is George Dyer, Josh Fusitua, Bennett Kumiroa, Siale Luake, and then also Xavier Numia. So a familiar face for this All Blacks XV side, but a few names that will definitely have to be ready for that main squad. We've already seen Ollie Norris as well as Tyrell Lomax out with injuries. George Bower more than likely going to get to play for the NPC semi-final, which does mean there's a chance of an injury there. So if you are that list of players, you have to be ready for that call-up. In the locks, it is Naito Akoi, a man who some expected to get the call-up into the main squad after the injury was just recently announced. Patrick Tuipulotu is out with a shoulder injury and he is expected to be out for around 6 months. So Sam Derry, he makes his way into the main squad. Just the three locks for now for the All Blacks XV, and Naito Akoi, Josh Berry, and then also Isaiah Walker. Leo Wiri. In the loose forwards, Caleb Boshier, Devin Flanders, TK Howden, Christian Leo Willie, once again another guy who was in the initial squad. Dalton Papali, of course, a lot of experience in an All Blacks kit, and then also Sean Withy, who's been in outstanding form for Southland throughout the NPC season. Definitely deserves that chance for the All Blacks XV. Moving on to the backs, and this is where there is a bit of a surprise, and that is that there is a certain name missing from the halfbacks, but it is Falau Fakatava, Kyle Preston, and also Xavier Rowe. So no Dylan Pledger. He has been a youngster that a lot of people have enjoyed watching throughout this NPC season, as well as for the under-20s, but he has not made Jamie Joseph's squad. Now, I'm not sure what the reasoning is, as the squad has just been announced, but if I had to guess, and I don't like guessing because normally it's wrong, I would say with the fact that Dylan Pledger, Jonah Nareki, and also Cam Miller are missing from this squad, I would think it's something to do with the NPC. Perhaps Jamie Joseph letting those guys play for a little bit longer for Otago, and then we'll see what happens. Maybe one of them gets called in, but I would say that that might have something to do with it. Of course, there are still players from other sides that have been called into this team, but we've got to remember Jamie Joseph, maybe he does want to see that NPC trophy head down south for 2025, but the first 5/8 in this team, it is Josh Jacob and also Reves Rehana, so the two youngsters from the Chiefs and the Crusaders, they will both be at the helm for these matches. In the midfield, Braden Enoy, he's had a great NPC season for Canterbury, always strong in defence, and I actually thought that his work throughout the NPC may have almost been enough to get him in the main squad for November, but not quite the case. Also in the midfield, David Harvili, Dallas McLeod, and also Daniel Rona. So not too bad of a midfield could be made up here for the All Blacks XV. In the outside backs, it is Che Fiaki, Etenai Nana Satoro, Jacob Ratamaitavuki Nepkins, and then also Caleb Tangitau. So he is somewhere. I know that a lot of people were concerned that that man was missing out completely, and that when he wasn't named in the All Blacks squad, they thought maybe he wasn't going to be anywhere, but no. He's in the All Blacks XV alongside a few of those other young bolters that once again, if there are any injuries, we will see make their way into the main All Blacks squad. But they have got 3 matches, the All Blacks XV. They will be playing up against the Barbarians on November 2nd, England A on November 9th, and then they also play Uruguay on the 16th of November. But do let me know what you think of this squad. Also, do let me know who else you feel should have made it into this team. I know that there are a few guys that were right on the cusp of being able to make their way in, but overall a pretty exciting young team. Now last year I actually did do a video where I combined the All Blacks and the All Blacks XV, put them together into like a combined 15. That might be something we look at doing this year too if you guys are keen, but I do thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all for the next one.